Game, damn, scatter. Woo! Money, money, down, down. Bullet, bullet, pro, pro.
Good morning, good evening, and good night. Welcome to our podcast. This is Laura speaking.
This is our talking.
I am Nicolas.
I'm Alejandro.
Here's Miguel. Here is Pablo.
Here is Galvis.
So, this is our first episode, and this project starts because we wanted to share you our experience in Canada and the new things that we learned there. And also, we are from the school Gimnasio Los Llanos from Yopal, Casanare. And last year, we went to Canada, to the province of Alberta, and some of us went to different towns. And we were in a big group, but we were like 24 of us. So our first topic of this episode is new words and bad words that we learned. And so my first word is supper, that means dinner. And I didn't know at first what it was, but then they explained me that is like a casual, it's casual dinner. It's, yeah. And who wants to say?
My other new word I learned in Canada, it's cowboy. I really don't know where is that, but I learned that word because I think I thought one boy it's cute or handsome, and one girl told me like he's a cowboy. So yeah, I learned that word in Canada.
The word that I learned
Is the female of a horse. I learned it because one day I said to my host dad that there is a horse, but they told me that it's a mare because it's the female of a horse and no, I don't have a pee.
the word that I learned is bullshit. It's something that you don't like. The definition is something that you don't like, or that someone is talking shit about you. But this word I learned it with my friend Miguel and our classmate of Canada.
My word is dog. Is like a friend or a homie. I learned this with my friends in Canada. They say that a lot because, yeah, it's like a type of to say a homie or something like that.
My word is pimp. That means something cool. I learned this because the guys of Canada sometimes they say like, "Oh, look, this is pimp." So I ask them, "Where is pimp?" And they say me the definition.
My word is colorblind. Colorblind is a disease that makes the person that have it can see the colors.
Okay, when Alejandro told the name Hayden, I remember one partner that I have there. It's Kaden, and he every time told bad words like holy shit, that is like a big shit, or when you have a problem, he say every time, he saw every time holy shit. So
Other word is faggot. That is when someone is a pussy or a gay.
Other word is like dickhead. Is like someone that is stupid that you hate most. And I heard that from my host mom when she was in the car. She yelling to someone dickhead in the middle of the street. It was really funny.
I heard fuck off. That is like leave me alone. I heard this of my friends in the school.
Another word that I listened in Canada was the nigger. It means an offensive way to say to a black person.
A word that I heard in Canada is con. I learned this word because one day I was at the city and I heard two women arguing, and I asked to my husband what does it mean, and she told me that it is like bitch.
Day that I was in the car with my host family, I had two sisters, and I don't know how the word came out, but I say bitch, and they told me that I said it wrong. But first, what is bitch? That is when a girl don't like another girl, so it's like an offensive way to say to them. Yeah, I don't know how a specific way, but yeah, when two girls don't like, they say like that. Or when a boy um, also don't like another girl, they tell them that. And what is the difference between bitch and bitch? That bitch is the place that that is sand, the sea, when the sun, yeah, when you go to relax. And bitch is is the swear word, is the offensive way to say it. So bitch and bitch, that is the correct way. Okay, in Canada or in the place that we were, there were a lot of people that had the same name or similar names. The first one is Kason, and there were a lot of boys that had a name with K.
Yeah, I really think a lot of people have like similar names. Like I have two partners in a cook class, and is Corey or Bori is like okay. I think it's the same name, but he told me no, that have a difference, and yeah, it's that.
Okay, a name that I hear a lot is Kobe. A lot of people in my class have it, and that's it.
The most common name in my town was Kaiden, and also my host brother have it.
The most common name in my classroom was Tyler. There's like 5 guys that have that name in my classroom.
One of another common name in my town was Jackson. Like 3 guys have that name.
One of the most common names that I heard there was Dalton. More than 3 people have it there. One of my friends from Spain one day asked to another girl from Canada if she could pick the rubber up, but rubber in Canada means condom, and the girl from Canada was surprised. She told to the Spain girl that rubber means condom, and they were confused.
Okay, Laura wants to say other experience.
Okay, this is a short story. With some friends that I had there, they were a Chilean girl, a Spanish girl, and one from Bogota. We were at the mall, and we met some guys from there, but they were also exchange students. They were one from Mexico, another one from Colombia, another one from Spain. So we made friends with them. So we started to talk with them, and in the mall they invite us to a party in in a church, and yeah. So it's funny when you think about a party in a church, but it was like a meeting with a lot of students. They were also students from our school, from other schools in other towns. So we went there in public transport. It was my first time in public transport. So yeah, we went there, and in the mall we met some other exchange students from Colombia. They were also in the party. So there were a lot of people, a lot of students, and we went there, and I was dancing with my friends, and I made a Colombian friend, and and okay, this is now the new word that is make out. Yeah. Okay, and I made out with that boy, and that was my first kiss. And so that was my first kiss in Canada. It was with a Colombian boy, and it's funny. It's funny because yeah, I was in Canada, but not with a Canadian boy. So yeah, that was my story.
Yes, Laura. I remember an experience with my family when I was in a volleyball game. My house grandmother told like Jose had faces, and I didn't understand that, and she told me like it's because he had like bad face and he's angry and something like that. And it's okay, yes, Jose really had a face as in that moment. And other experience, and that was with my host sister. I was told my bad experience with the love, and he told me like, "Oh yes, that word for the boys or girls, it's player, and it's when one boy or one girl play with the feelings with the other person, and yeah, that."
Another experience that I remember in Canada was when we go with the Canadian guys to the golf course to play hide and seek. Today that they do this a lot of times, but they play hide and seek and they take the balls of the golf to sell that to sell them to another person. They sell that balls like for $5. So I remember that I was the person that need to look for the other guys. We go to the lakes looking for the persons, and I remember that there's a guys that go to like the part that was up like a house, and guys go and hide in the up of the house, and well, yeah. After like 20 minutes, I see that a police car is like rounding in the golf course. So I tell them the police is coming. So we go all of us we go to outside, but two guys is still in the house because in the up of the house, and we tell them the police is coming. So they start to run to where we are because they don't listen and they think that we are still playing.
Yeah, I was there too, and it was really fun. That golf court. It was near my house, so I went walking with a friend. Yeah, and we started to play hide and seek, and that time it wasn't winter, but it was fall. Yeah, I think it was fall, and it was freezing outside, and I was freezing outside a lot, and I didn't want to play more, but it was fun because we ran and ran, and yeah, and the thing that the police, I didn't see it, I didn't see the police, but one friend that is called Robbie, he said to me and a Chilean friend that the police was there, and at first we thought that he was joking, but then all the people that were there said to us after. So yeah, it was fun, but I thought that we were going to came back to our country or something for that.
Another experience is that we went with my friend Alejandro to another province of Canada called Saskatchewan. That's my home father's house where he grew up, and that was a farm, and we explored all the farm.
We got lost, and also we found a skull of a dead deer. Also, we walk in a frozen river and a lake. We play a lot with the snow. We run like for 4 hours.
We found a lot of deers, and we found a lost car in the farm, and that's it.
before to go, we want to say thank you to our guest of today, Miguel Rubiano. And we want to say thank you to you to listen this podcast. And hopefully, we want to do a lot of more. And yeah, thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. So now, one favorite song of us.